from the last time, if you remember, Belinda was talking about becoming a new mother. So we are going to ask Belinda to tell us about this new journey that she started. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
How is motherhood?
Motherhood is lovely. It's awesome.
Really?
Yes.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I am. It's been a good experience so far. It has its pros and cons, definitely.
You have to tell us about those.
Yes. So generally, the good side of it is usually talked about. It's lovely. Your focus changes. You grow a bit. Now the focus is on the child. Children are adorable, definitely. We've seen it with our nieces, nephews. Yes, all those good things. But it also comes with a lot of experience. You learn to... You have to adjust to life because so much changes. What you're used to is no longer what is happening. So for the first time I had my daughter, the first months were not easy. Lots of not sleeping. You're practically a walking zombie. For the first 2 months she would not sleep. It was so frustrating. I remember a certain night where I was so frustrated. I just got her and gave her to my mom and was like, I need to sleep. I'm so tired. So everything changes. You don't know how to let go of the child to start work. I cried the whole day.
You even cried?
Yes, because you don't know how to let go of your baby. Your baby is home. Then there's also a bit of who you're trusting and leaving your baby with, the nanny, which nanny are you leaving the baby with, and lots of things. So we can dive in each topic differently, but generally it's not an easy journey. It's lovely seeing your daughter grow. Now she's going to make 7 months.
Wow.
But as she's still tender and you have to keep carrying her, it's lots of work. But as she learns to sit, I think you start to feel less of the pressure. That's why maybe they say at 6 months is when a mother can fully, a bit, not fully actually, just regain herself. Yes.
And even eating other foods.
And also eating other foods, and then also breast milk. Some of us are not so lucky to have a lot of breast milk. I had to struggle with breast milk from day one.
Yeah, and a lot of mothers are judged for not having breast milk. It's like you don't love your child.
Exactly.
You're not, why aren't you breastfeeding?
Intentionally.
You want to keep your figure.
You want to keep your body. You want to go back to work, so you're not breastfeeding the children.
Yes.
I've had people say, "Oh, mothers of these days don't want to breastfeed."
.com mothers, that's how they call us. But
what do you think about that?
I think it's just a mentality, because in reality, breast milk because they used to tell me earlier, when you have small boobs, ladies with small boobs have a lot of breast milk. So I had no worry that I would not get breast milk. But on the first day I didn't have breast milk. The nurses would practically help me squeeze it a bit, put warm cloth. And then later on, Bridget gave me cookies, lactation cookies that helped a lot. But they do help for those mothers that don't know out there. They really do help, but it keeps reducing either way. Your breast milk supply cannot be the same, and you definitely stop breastfeeding earlier than so many mothers out there. So it's just the little experience that I have now, which can help any other new mother. And I think for the first time, it's usually so hard. Yeah, because it's really not been easy. However, every time you get back home and you see your baby and she's smiling, that's the joy that keeps you going. And if you have a supportive partner, please men, be supportive, like try to carry, try to support. Yes.
That's nice. Do you feel like, were you ready for that experience? Do you ever feel like you can be ready for it?
So,
because you take 9 months and you know the baby's coming.
Yes, I know. So, every day, even before you get pregnant, you feel like you're ready for a baby. I used to feel like I'm ready for a baby because I've carried my nephews, my nieces. You've probably been at home, and there are cousins who come that are young, and you feel like looking after children that are not yours, you feel like you're ready. Now, until you get into the experience, it actually makes you feel like you were never ready. Like, this is totally a new experience where everything relies on you and where it hits different. You know how you'd be like, even the way, you know how they say some mothers are not tough on their children or what? There are things that you can do for other children, and when it comes to yours, it's so difficult.
Like what?
You feel like saying, like, I can take this child to Bridget or Brenda and spend a weekend and I'm not there. You easily, until that experience is you now do it. Or seeing your child cry because you're leaving. It's not easy.
It's like you think other parents if other parents can do it, I can also do it.
Yes. And you also feel like you're ready until you experience that. Like, it's totally a different experience. It makes you feel like you were never ready motherhood is a journey and a lifetime journey that you keep learning as you're on the journey.
Yeah.
You can never say you're ready to be a mother because it hits
Yeah.
different. I had even with your own children. Kiara can be different.
And
Amara
the
is
other one
different.
different.
Every experience is
Yeah.
different.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So since we are talking about first-time motherhood, also because, again, the 3Bs is a family show. It's all about healing and transforming the family. So we talk about everything family. You can watch it with your little ones. You can watch it with your siblings. You can watch it with friends.
Yes.
It is just a show you need to know if you want to talk family.
Yes.
So, since we're talking about first-time motherhood, let us get Bridget's experience. Bridget,
Yeah.
you're a mother of one, right? You
Yes.
introduced yourself in the first episodes. You told us about motherhood.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience when you got your daughter.
Yeah, I think like similar to what Belinda was saying. Yes, you're excited. Oh yeah, you can't wait to see your child, like your fruit. How will they look like?
Yeah.
Those are the questions. What will be their personality?
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
that. Then the baby comes out, and then those first months are really hectic because of course, sleepless nights and all that. And then now they start going through the different milestones, which are also exciting. When they
Stages,
crawl, when
yeah.
they sit, when
Yeah.
they walk, all those things. However, the truth is, of course, every time, like when you have the baby, like your life also has to slow down a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, because you have to balance it all
Yeah.
and try to give the baby more time because they are now
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
So you need to slow down whatever you are doing. Maybe if
life.
there were certain let me say maybe milestones in your personal life that you wanted to have or to do, you would have to also first hold on. Yes, so all that, those are the different changes. So it's beautiful, but it also can be challenging for a mother.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will go through depression
True.
because you
And
feel
you
like
will
you've
not
lost
know.
yourself, especially at the first time.
And you won't know.
You won't know when
Yes.
you don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yes, so there is the prepartum depression, which is through the
Postpartum.
pregnancy, and
Yes.
which is the changes of the body.
Yeah.
Now, like for me, I also got a bit of that because I really changed a lot. You guys, I hit 100 kgs.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God. And we are in an era where every
moms,
mother is hot.
know,
Like you turn to social media, all the mothers are looking
Yeah.
slender, models,
Yes.
perfect pictures. So who is talking about the mothers who don't get to look like that?
Yeah.
Who is there for them?
And then there's the postpartum, given whatever you're going
What you're
through.
going through, adjustment.
Yeah, trying to raise this baby, trying to have the right support system. Sometimes you're so tired, like exhausted, you don't know. So all that comes in. Then as they grow, because mine now is a toddler. Also toddler is a whole different stage. At the same time,
Different
like what the
problems.
baby stage
Yeah.
is better. Yes, because now the toddler, she's now
tension.
the tension,
Oh.
that stubborn, like
Yeah.
there's that hype. The
Yeah.
hype is so much.
Yeah.
Things all over the place.
They're all over the place.
Yes,
They have
it's
so
like
many
every time There's
questions.
something to clean up, something to pick after,
Yeah.
something to what. Then they have so many. They also have demands. They're like, no, I don't want that. Yes,
They also have opinions, basically.
Exactly. So
In
it's
a
also
and they
more
don't pay any rent. They don't.
Yes,
don't
so
pay
it's-
bills.
So I believe and then those who are parenting teenagers also
Have
say
their
that
own.
it's
Yes,
a
it's a
whole-
they also say
lifetime.
the other side was
journey.
better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like that. It just keeps on shocking and what. But in all this,
And-
as mothers, we
Yeah.
have to remember to
Still
find time for
lovely.
ourselves.
Yes.
To still love ourselves, still do
Yeah.
things we love.
Yeah.
At the same time, once in a while, get someone to help you to look after the child so that you have time for
You have to
So
get
does
the right
that mean
support
you?
system.
I mean, now that you talk about once in a while, you have to get someone to help you. When it comes to choosing parenting styles or ways of parenting these children, how do you get to that point of deciding now I can trust someone else? Now I have to leave this child at home and I go to work. Now, what's the decision process for parents, for mothers, for fathers, for partners out there?
So we have two options. There are people who choose nannies, bring nannies home. There are others who go for daycare. So maybe Belinda will share her part of how the process it took her to choose a nanny and all. But then I personally, I will talk about daycare because me, I used daycare the process of daycare.
Yes.
I took my baby for daycare, when she made 6 months, and I know now she can have other
solid food, yeah.
solid food and all. I took her for daycare. Of course, she cried the first time, but she really had a lovely teacher, the one who would take care of her.
Yeah.
Shout out
Bonded
Teacher
after.
P.
Yeah, they'll take care of her. So they bonded. Now the ability to allow that teacher be
To
that
bond with your
person
child.
Who bonds with your child? Well,
because guess
yeah.
what, they are going to cuddle them.
Very
They're
Yeah.
going to, maybe once in a while they may peck them.
Kiss them.
Because the child is touchy. They are going to touch
And they want to
them.
eat
They are going to
everything.
eat fingers,
Eat
things
your
like-
face.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to let go and accept that process.
A new mommy,
Yes, as a
another
new
mommy.
Because sometimes you're like, oh no, don't do that. But
Yeah.
you're limiting
You're-
the person
you're
you're
limiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to sort of fully trust that this
Yes.
person will play your role without
Yes,
you.
when you're not there.
Weren't you judged for taking your child to daycare at 6 months? Didn't you get
Of course, many people will be like,
opinions and
"What?
comments?
Like,
and-
what? Like, why? What?
Yeah.
I'm
Why
like,
would you
but-
do that?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm like, it's even a good environment, safer environment, because
Yeah.
there are other children.
So many
Then
children.
there's a lot to play, a lot to interact
She
with.
learns
She
fast.
learns faster.
Yeah.
The teachers are lovely. Like,
Yeah.
why not? And this teacher actually, that teacher helped me figure out a lot of things, because I
Yeah.
was like,
You.
now she doesn't want this. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, let's try this. Now let's
Yeah.
try that. You know, they
You
help
don't have
also
to do it on
figure
your
out.
own.
Because you are a single,
And you need that.
you are a new mother.
A new mother.
And with a partner,
Yes.
I'm
And
no
you-
partner who may not really have so much.
He's also
advice.
experienced
So
with
it's just
something
He's also
new.
learning
So for us,
on
we're
the
just
job.
three. The mini
Yeah.
family has 3 of us. So having those backup of the teachers,
Yeah.
where you
Teachers,
can like, then the teacher is like,
grandparents.
today I tried the porridge, maybe the white porridge, it worked,
worked.
very well.
Yeah.
Like,
So you also try it
no.
at home.
Yes.
Is that time when you felt like you could have done it differently?
No.
You could
I
have
don't
chosen any
never.
other?
I don't regret. I'm so
You would
happy.
actually
That
do
was
it
a-
again.
you do it again.
Yes, I'll do
Okay.
it again.
So
It
let's
was
now-
lovely. It was such a good support system, because
Yeah.
during the day I would get time to breathe.
Yeah,
and you guys, me, I
and
would
be to
not, I would
yourself.
not
You'd
pick
not
her up
pretend
at 1
about that.
At 1 p.m. I'll pick her up at
At
5 p.m. because I needed me time.
Yeah.
I needed to recover. I needed
Yeah.
to feel,
And you were
feel
judged
like
for it by the
yes,
top.
but you know,
Wow.
because sometimes you have to be a bit selfish. I know
Yeah.
some people are like, oh, my children, my child,
my
my
life.
wife. But if you don't do that,
Yeah.
you're going to
You lose
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you won't be able to give the
And-
child what they need, like the
Yes,
emotional
yeah.
support they need.
Yes.
Because you're trying to be a super mom.
Yeah,
perfect
true.
mom.
Yeah.
Perfect mom.
Nothing like a super
Okay, because
Great.
again, you've heard sometimes mommy saying, "Oh, you corporate women of these days, I don't understand you sometimes." And you know, many times we've taken these kids to our grandparents. Or by that, we are very lucky
We have
that
support
we have
system.
support system of family.
There's
Our
that Bridget
parents
also, you had
are
that.
still
that
home,
actually- I
are
should
still in
actually talk
Kampala.
about that.
They would
So a lot of times it's easy for you to
Option
say,
2.
have an option, yes, and have an
Sure.
alternative.
And
Amara.
actually,
Yeah.
besides daycare, my baby also has survived a lot with the grandmother.
She bonded with
Yeah.
the grandma.
Yeah.
And I was intentional about that. I would
Yeah.
check her.
Yeah.
Sometimes it wouldn't be me to pick her from the school.
Yes.
I'd let my
Yeah.
mom pick her, and they go and have their time.
Yeah.
And she would sleep over.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you know, and so that
Yeah.
really helped me. You people, it helps because
A
to be able
lot.
to know that okay, today you tell your mom, let her sleep over.
Yes.
You get it.
You also
really
get
helps.
to
You
bond
also
But
with
it
your
also helps
husband.
you with your partner.
With your
Yes,
partner.
also time with your
Yeah.
partner. So
'Cause
I
children,
did
yeah.
that a lot, and there's even a time I traveled.
Yeah.
But a part of my recovery of the new motherhood and all, I
Yeah.
got a job like a contract up country for like
Yes.
some months, like 2 months, and I was like, I'm going to do it.
Yes.
And I actually left my I think she was like 8 months then.
With
Left her with mom.
grandma.
Yeah,
And you went.
I went. So she goes
That was-
come back with grandma. What?
Wow.
So the support system is important. Belinda can talk about how she chose
So,
a nanny.
tell us about your experience with nanny. We've heard about daycare. Now tell
And
us about
grandparents.
having a nanny. How do you choose the right nanny? How do you have to deal with all that?
As a first-time mom, I was on guesswork.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it's good. God help me. I kept on praying, help me. Actually, there's a lady at work who told me I'm specifically praying for you when you're pregnant that you get a good nanny.
Yeah.
A nanny who can be with your
So
baby
that's,
till.
that's very important. Like
Yes, she
we sometimes we
did.
don't pray about
Even
such
the small
things, you
things,
know.
Yes.
That's the important. Like you just pray,
Yes.
God, I need a good nanny for my baby.
She told me that's all I'm going to pray for you. And she did. Probably her prayers are also impacting right now. So choosing a nanny, it was guesswork. I first got you all know, I first got one, the first option. Who left in 2 days and immediately.
Oh,
so
that's another thing. Like most of the times we get these nannies, but they're also not ready to parent your own child.
Yes.
Like you get a nanny, but they're not ready to be a mother, because you yourself, you want help. Now you want someone else to be a mother for.
And now for
child.
her, it wasn't even, it wasn't about the child. It's not like she didn't even bond with the child at all. This is a person who spent 2 days. But
and then she assessed, she's like, nah,
yeah, her
I'm out of
attitude,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
And daddy being daddy had already told me, this girl is good at work, but with a child. But generally she was okay. I can't say there's experience with a baby, but generally we all could tell the energy. Brenda talks about energy doesn't lie. We could all tell she was not work, and somehow something happened and she had opportunity to go. And then God blessed me. I decided, let me give it a second chance from the same side. Because we have a group of people we get from northern Uganda. So I gave it a second chance. And I got one who I'm lucky to have started with this person, and I'm still with them as Kiara turns 7 months. And generally, I'll not tell you that I had any criteria to follow. Apart from the checkups, definitely if you have a newborn baby, you do some checkups with a nanny, because as Bridget said, this is the person going to hold your baby, kiss your baby, bond, yes, HIV, most important, and COVID. I did that too.
I think we'll need eventually to have a topic on that issue,
that
because it's a very sensitive
yes.
issue for so many people.
Yes,
if it's privacy, shouldn't it be private?
Should it be a private matter versus if you should take, take your nannies and house managers for checkups. But maybe you can tell us why you chose that direction.
And now for me, for my particular nanny, I asked her, are you okay with this?
So basically consent. You had to get consent.
And she was like, I'm okay with this. The first one resisted. But
Yeah.
at that point, I didn't have an option of whether you're resisting or not. If you're ready to work, you'd better take up that checkup. But the current one that I have was been with my daughter till the 7 months. She accepted. She's like, I'm okay, I'm good. Go, let's do the checkup.
And that's one of the things that lets you know that this
So you're able to trust.
trust.
And also, what you want instilled in your child, you need to teach it to your nanny.
Yes.
Because if not, she also believes in, probably she's also a mother,
She
she has
has
her
her own
own
style.
Her own style. And then the grandparent, there comes dynamics of the grandparents. Now for grandparents, it's a bit difficult because you're going to tell an old person what to do with your child. So you need to see how to balance all these things, and at the end of the day, what values you want in your child, Yes.
Thank you so much, Forever Media. Thank you, Exquisite Collections and the Makeup Maven. We look lovely. We remain the 3 Bs.